I'm going on a trip on my favorite rocket ship, floating through the sky. Little Einstein, climb aboard, we're ready to explore. Floating through the sky, little Einstein. What's that? Mm, 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 mm. Oh, what you doing, Busby?
Oh, look.
The heck was
Yo,
that?
Kev, what bosses you gonna fight?
Koshai. Just Koshai. I need to fight. I need to get those three drops.
You beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, they spawned right there. You said you want to beat the fuck out of them?
Op 4 has eyes on the hostage.
Yeah, moment when you gotta reload everything.
Hostiles remaining. The threat has been eliminated.
Caught him.
Hostiles regrouping. Secure the hostage.
You know, I'm just being 100% sure that my mic's still working right.
You thought, bitch.
Hostile insertion. Prepare to engage.
That nigga said 43 plus 7. Boy, it's 50. You can't count?
But he say, what he say the answer was?
I mean, you didn't answer.
Oh.
Hostiles left. Hostiles eliminated. Hostiles regrouping. Secure the area.
I think once I get the movement down, I'll be perfect. I'll be golden. I'll be crispy. Crispy chicken boy. That's what they'll call me.
Keep the hostage safe. Hostiles approaching. area. Hostiles regrouping. Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe. Be advised, Op 4 has visual on the hostage. By enemy fire.
Damn.
Mission
That
failed.
moment where there's
All
nothing you can
friendlies
do.
were eliminated.
You can't spell politics without the P.
Hostiles regrouping. Secure the area. Hostile insertion. Prepare to engage.
Let me see. I know this map needs strats for real.
Down. Injured by enemy fire.
Administering aid. Friendly down.
Hostage revived. Keep them safe. Be advised, Op 4 has visual on the hostage. Hostiles neutralized. Hostiles regrouping. Secure the hostage. Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage safe. Enemy Overwatch has this area covered. Fall back.
Smell like fries ass in here, boy.
Op 4 has 20 on the hostage. Hostiles left.
Yo.
Hostage was KIA.
I like cat.
Fat
I like
bitch.
cat. For, you know what? For some reason, Baby Shark just came in my head. I don't know if that's weird or not. But like, that's a 2019 banger for sure. Oh, what? Hold on, be right back. Well, I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna be off the mic.
There's too many niggers in here. My mic muted.
Eliminate the terrorists.
Plus fake. Plus fake. Hi, bitch. I was playing. No, it wasn't.
Op 4 eliminated.
Yeah, I just like your what? I just what your what? What? I'm gonna take my horse.
Kev, ain't you going to school?
Mhm.
What you studying?
You said what?
What are you studying?
Hostiles regrouping. Secure the area.
Information science. No, information science and system tracks. I think it's something like that.
Information science?
Yeah.
That's what you're studying. And you said information science analyst, is that what you said?
No, information science and system track.
What was that? I'm not even hearing the last two words, to be honest with you. said
System track.
Oh, okay. No, I understand something like that. I thought you said that, but then, like, again, I have these booty ass earbuds, so
No problem.
the highs are very bad. Water porn. Get this shit up out here, boy. I'm sure I'm about to get back with on this raid, so I'm gonna finish this mission up.
But honestly, I might not even need that degree, to be honest, with the
You don't.
work
If
field.
you want to be honest with you, you really don't. They agree, honestly, to tell you the real truth, I believe that it's to thin the herd. A lot of these jobs, if you actually look into it, what would your degree really offer to some of these simplistic ass jobs? If you really break it down and think about it, your degree, depending on what your job is, right? I'm gonna say for a general job, like for a bachelor's degree, why would you need a bachelor's in something that doesn't require it? So something as simple as, like, I seen a job on government jobs. It was a librarian assistant. Why would you need a bachelor's in being a librarian's assistant?
It's just, I think it's a money thing. Like, is to
It's
get
a
you
thin
in
to
debt
herd.
for the first.
I mean, yeah. It's first of all, college is the only thing that's not taxed. If you didn't know that.
Insertion. Prepare to
Therefore,
didn't.
oh, and churches as well, and a few churches. So you get debt for no reason. How come that banks are very unforgiving when it comes to loans for college? It's really weird to me. But yeah, it's definitely you get in debt, and then over time you get interest as well. But as far as a job, I think it's just a thin to herd. Like, if you don't have a criminal background, right, then let's just see if this motherfucker even has a GED. If he has a GED or a high school diploma, let's see if this motherfucker has a bachelor's. That's just it. A lot of times, black people, Hispanics, minorities don't really, the people that, poor people, right, that have, don't really have access to better education than generally whites. I mean, you can make that, you know, you put it together right there, like, oh, they're going up in front of us. Yeah, you can make the claim that, okay, cool, I think, I mean, if you're a racist, if you're thinking from a racist standpoint, then, you know, but that's the thing that hurt as well. Some jobs are not racist, and a lot of times, jobs are generally indirectly racist. A lot of people don't think they're racist. They're just like, oh, you know, I just prefer to have, like, you can look at it as, like, for example, if you have a business,
Yeah.
if you want to be honest, you would really hire anybody that gets the job done, right?
Yeah, of course.
If they're the best fit candidate, I'ma hire them. But if they tend to be disruptive, or you know, they're generally loud and everything else, characteristics of black people, right? Portrayed in the media and whatnot, then you're not gonna really want to hire
Safe. Hostiles approaching.
I mean, to
somebody.
be like completely honest, like me personally, I would hire like I would rather have like probably like
Black.
yeah, like a
Because
black
of what
employment
you,
staff.
and that's racist and not racist. Now, racist not being bad, racist being indifferent. That's, you want to hire people that look like you because they can go through your struggles. They go through what you go through. That's why you hire people. You can relate to them. That's why you hire them, right? That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Will they get the job done? I don't know. You would hire your people over other people because you can relate, not really if they can get the job done or if they seem reliable. Like, I'm your homie, but somebody else has all the qualifications of it. You would hire me because I'm your homie. You can relate, right? Versus somebody that has everything you need for this job and they probably can do a better job than me. You don't know, maybe, but most likely they could based on their certifications. See? So it's just like, it's kind of like that. Like, it's iffy. It's not a whole race thing all the time, but it's like, I mean, for a system that's, a lot of people don't know, they're oblivious to, it's like oblivious system. They're oblivious to the system that they're benefiting from. A lot of people don't understand that somebody with poor education could have more drive, or they didn't have the access to education, so they can't really. I mean, they didn't get the same access, so like they can't really have a degree. They don't. Their parents can send them to college to get that degree to have the job.
Yeah.
But you don't. A lot of times, if somebody gets hired as an intern, right? Because the intern is like another exception to not needing a degree, but you have to be in college. So it's like, in the process of. A lot of times, internship, you get on through there, right? Not even having your degree, and then you can end up working the job not needing the degree. Because you're the position, you're already in the job, therefore you're not getting hired, so the position is not requiring it. Even though you're not getting hired, it doesn't. I mean, it may require it, but you're already hired, so it doesn't matter at that point. So a lot of these jobs really don't. As far as a lot of these jobs now is like certifications, to have your mechanic license, to work on airplanes or vehicles, to have your what's the thing I'm looking for? The fucking I can't even think of the name of the shit. Get your license to work on like forklifts and shit like that. I can't even remember it. But not driver's license, but something else. Some of them require certifications and stuff like that. That makes it easier. Not really needing a degree, but you need a certification, which is nothing. Few like $100, take a few classes straight. Versus going to school and having a degree in the field, so it could be engineering. For that field. It doesn't matter what engineering period. Stuff like that. It's just not needed. Like, honestly, it's really not needed if you think about it. It's honestly, you can be trained to do a lot of the shit that you learn in school. You can be trained to do that shit. And they don't, and instead of that, they say, hey, well, let's just thin the herd. That's my personal opinion. I'm not gonna say that's true. I mean, from shit I've looked at, it does seem so. A lot of these lower end jobs, it seems so. Like, it really does. It doesn't take, I'm not saying McDonald's. Even then, McDonald's as well, I'm gonna say this. They have it to where, they'll have a manager. You need to have a bachelor's degree or something, right? It depends on what area you're in. But if it's in McDonald's, we say McDonald's depends on the location, the geographical location of where you're at. Or where that McDonald's is centered at. They may need to require you to be a manager there, or regional manager, or the manager for that store manager, or whatnot, that you need to have a bachelor's. You don't. Because anybody can run a fucking restaurant. If you teach them well enough, if they're under your wing for a year or two, they can do it without a degree. Degree is just saying they know how systems work. That's all it is. To be honest, like they know. I mean, for more to that, but a degree for that job would only mean they know how structural systems work. That's literally it. You
Yeah,
know
it,
how
it
cells
still
work.
doesn't mean they have the hands-on experience versus on
Yep.
You,
that.
s- you said what? I'm
I
sorry.
said like it gives them it shows them what they know about the book, but like as far as like having the experience standpoint,
Yeah, from the
yeah,
experience, I mean, you could learn. He could have learned on the job. That's literally it. He could train them to learn that. Now, I'm not saying hire
Yeah.
a manager and then train them like that. I'm saying it's faster to hire someone that's already in the establishment versus somebody you're hiring that know by the book. Oh,
yeah,
I
of
mean,
course.
it's. I'm not gonna say it's better, but it doesn't. If you want to make the argument, it doesn't require the degree to have that. He can learn it and even turn out way better. And if we can, I don't know, we look up studies for that shit too. But it just seems to me that if somebody's learning, they've learned by the book, not even by the book, learned by experience on how to run, a business or run a food chain. And it's very simple, and I'm sure it is. Um, then honestly, why would you need a bachelor's degree for it? If it's more so you train these people to do it, like
Hostile insertion. Keep the hostage
it
safe.
doesn't make any sense to me. It just never will.
No, it's all about it all ties back into like it being a money thing, you know.
Yeah, money, well, money thing, and then a race thing as well.
The more we have people tied, like have a reason tied to something, the more you can keep people in control.
Definitely, yeah. It's more a money thing than
Enemy
anything.
Overwatch has this area covered. Fall back.
But it's just like, why? You don't really need that. And
Cause
so,
it's
and a lot of these
America,
jobs,
bro.
a lot of these jobs require experience that you can't obtain. Like, a lot of these jobs say you need a degree, right? Most of
Yeah.
these jobs require a degree because they can't give you the experience elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, a mechanic job for Jacob, right? He has his license, right? And so he goes to school for that. That's just slightly different than I need a degree versus something that he can learn on the job. Something like if you get a place at AutoZone, right? Potentially there you could learn and you can have mechanic experience, even like your first
Yeah.
job, right? In
But
the
it, but it,
field, you could learn more there.
I don't know about all that because
Then
I tried to apply for a fucking mechanic position where they was talking about full training and everything, and I was like, yo, I'm down to go to the site and everything. Like, I don't mind. Nobody, I'd have a ride up there and everything. Oh, we'll call you back in a week, bro. I never got a call back.
I mean, they want people
Bro, they
that
just
have
don't like you, bro,
experience,
because you
of
black.
course. Because you're, yeah, that could be that'd be a
Nah,
possibility.
he
but
had. I mean, there was
they
black
want the
people working
experience.
there, but I'm just like, well, what the fuck?
That I mean, doesn't necessarily mean.
They probably found somebody more
Right.
experienced within the
But
week.
yeah, I mean, it's a possibility they didn't want any more black people up there. I'm not gonna say that it's not racist. Nowadays, people don't want. I'm not saying people don't want it, but if you are racist, right, you wouldn't want more black people working up there. You're kind of forced to do that because they don't discriminate. People do feel like I should be able to discriminate. They do make, not I wouldn't say valid points. They're not good. They're just valid.
They try to validate their points.
Yeah, they try to validate their points. Like, oh, I wouldn't like. Think about it. If I'll say this, right? The whole you hire black people thing, right? Remember we were just talking about that earlier? How you would hire people that look like you, right? Because you can relate. That's kind of the validity they use, right? I would hire a white person because they look like me, yada yada. And it seems easier to coexist more than just hanging around others, right? Because others will have different activities they engage in and how they look at things and stuff like that, right? So you could argue, well, I'd rather hire a white or a black because they look like me, right? If I'm that color. That's what it is. So it's a possibility that they want to hire more blacks. Like a lot of people don't. They're not with the whole. They don't like how you can't discriminate. So, you know. But it's most likely that they want it. Like for certain types of jobs, I mean, I'd rather kind of hire somebody that has the knowledge on cars than somebody that doesn't have the knowledge that I have to teach. It's very convenient, easy, right? But at the same time, what I'm arguing is that you could teach this guy and he could learn because a lot of times these jobs require you to have experience that you can't get nowhere else.
Yeah.
And it's like, what if I didn't go to school, right? Well, you just left out, but what if school isn't for everybody? You know, school isn't for everybody. A lot of times, a lot of people I've seen learn a lot of shit on Twitter and other places other than school, what they teach you. A lot of our shit in school is outdated. This professors, any scientists, everybody in academia has said that our stuff is outdated. And with the arrival of technology and the progression of it, it's a lot of times, like we had this conversation with Pride, that when you get out of college studying what you're studying, the information is outdated because you spent 4 to 6 years studying it, right? And it's already outdated. We have Teslas, right? These are the new line of cars. They're not teaching this. A lot of our cars run on diesel, so like it's like Tesla's battery powered. You're not, you know, that requires you to switch your degree at that point because you know how to work on a car, sure, but they're on a whole different technology wave.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, so it's a matter of like, it's better to just teach. These degrees are not really needed, bro. It's really better to teach these people. Like you don't really need a degree for a lot of these jobs, and it's really hard to get experience if you're not getting a certification as far as like a license or degree. It's just like it'd be easier if you provide these people with the training first. And a lot of times, bro, if you do go to college, you wouldn't there's no guarantee that you're going to find a job. There's people that they're overqualified. A lot of people don't even know what that is. You're overqualified for a job, like, we can't hire you. Does that mean we'd have to pay you higher? Or we have to move you up higher? You know, stuff like that, and we don't have that available. A lot of people have jobs, they have degrees, and they don't even get the job they're going for. My dream job is this. Don't even get it, because they're not hiring for it. Or if they are, they're not trying to hire you. So, you know.
Yeah, that's why it's better just to become an entrepreneur, in my opinion.
To an extent, if you have something that's going to better the world, I say go for it. I think you should, like, people that are entrepreneurs, that's like for anybody. Anybody can be an entrepreneur, and then any idea is part of the category of entrepreneurship. Like silly bands, you know, as seen on TV products are, you know, a form of, you know, them making money or entrepreneurship, right? And it's kind of like difficult to, like, it's a way to make money. It's a quick way, but it's like unless you know how to invest and everything else or keep a business going, it's pointless. So it's like better off that you learn a skill. The skill being something you need. In life, cars is not really a necessity. You need to do something like plumbing. That's probably something we'll always need. Be a doctor. A doctor's always needed. A doctor will always be needed in the world. Not like a lawyer to an extent. Like those are second level. Those are second level jobs. First level jobs is all what you need. Clerical jobs always needed. Nurses, doctors, anything in that field. Those are always needed. That's why if people go for that, they should be getting, like, for people that, I don't understand why entertainers are paid more than the doctor. The doctors literally save lives. Entertainers, you watching your life to die.
Yeah, that's really weird. I mean, but then again, doctors get paid a fat amount depending on their skill level.
Nah, nigga, not compared to no fucking baseball player that makes double-digit millions.
Okay,
doctors make probably you gotta understand the range of. I mean,
the most
of course,
the doctor I've seen make is like 200,000.
Sports doctors are different. They get paid out of the they get paid, what is it? What's the word? They get paid out of pocket versus people who are structurally paid like doctors, right? The doctors in the hospital. So it's different saying that, but without sports, then these people would get paid. You know, like if these people weren't getting hurt in sports, then we're no need for those doctors. It would need for the other doctors, right? There would be more demand for the other ones, or more, I guess, more than they go to or be in structural like hospitals. But it's just like, bro, I still think that doctors should get paid more than these entertainers. We're paying these people double digits, and some of these are making triples. But entertainment goes across from just sports to acting, music, all of it. So it's just like they getting paid double digits. Now it's different for as far as music, because like the ticket price and everything else. But even then, as far as in the movies as well. But as far as sports, you got baseball players, soccer players, football players, basketball players getting paid double digits just to play. And I understand they're really good at what they do, but they don't need to get that much.
I agree.
You play really good at basketball, you don't need to get 67 million, 80 million just to play basketball.
But you know, the reason why it's like that is because how the ticket prices are and how many people show up to those events. So it's like, if you're not paying them the money, then where's the money gonna go to? Like, what are you gonna put it towards?
Yeah, sure, but it's just like there's too many of those. There's less doctors than there are entertainers. Now that's kind of unfair to measure. But we'll just stick with sports. They're so the thing is that it's expendable. Doctors aren't really. Anybody can be good at that. Not anybody has the patience and determination to be a doctor. That's the difference. The fact that in teachers as well, these are people that shape the minds, right? These are people that save lives. The fact is that what are you benefiting to society to do that? If you stop playing, we're going to just get another basketball player. If a doctor he's out of practice or he's expired, right? At that
Yeah.
point, we need to wait for the future of young doctors to get that degree and go. It takes what, 11 years to get your master's, PhD,
Nah, nah.
or your
Well, it
doctorate?
should take only 8.
Nah, it's longer than that, bro.
If not, yeah.
That's
If you're doing
your PhD.
everything on track,
Your
it should
doctor,
take
bro?
8 years. Yeah.
Nah, your PhD is longer than that, bro. I
No,
had somebody
I'm for
do
real.
something like that. Hell, bro, I gotta look it up. I'm sorry, hell no, that's just longer, bro. That's just years on studies. I know you being a lawyer is even longer, depending on which one you go for.
Dude, why would you stand in front of my fucking bullets? How ignorant.
Hostage revived.
All these lawyers and all the corner
Yeah, you're
Op 4 eliminated.
Really
happened?
shooting a machine gun in the fucking
What's wrong?
head.
you're
all these lawyers in every
it's
corner
4
wanted
additional
something.
years on top of math. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hold on.
like it's if you're on track.
It
and
takes
you're
just
doing
twice as long as
everything.
a bachelor's. The average student takes 8.2 years to slog to a PhD program and is 33 years old before earning that top of okay, yeah. So yeah, 8.2.
Yeah, it's a mission. What's wrong? What's wrong? What do you want me to tell her? Hold on real quick, bro.
Better go to the club and celebrate.
Oh, okay. Some of them take longer because of extensive research. All right, cool. That's why I thought that. Well, but yeah, it's crazy though. A lot of people don't have determination to get through that though. It's not as easy as anything else though. But my ass is about to lose that one. Go right back.
That shit crazy. What say about me? She got cheated on twice. I just once, twice, and she gonna take that nigga back. That shit crazy.
Hi, GL.
Hostiles regroup.
Gio not here.
Secure the hostage.
Gio went to the bathroom. Brain,
Yep.
ain't you get cheated on, bro?
Huh?
Huh? Ain't you get cheated on?
Why does that matter?
I want to get into the mindset that somebody's get cheated on.
Keep the hostage safe.
Well, anyway,
Hostiles approaching.
that's what it is.
Would you take her back?
No.
Real nigga, real nigga.
Yeah.
I like the way you said that nigga said, nah.
You gotta cheat just to realize what you got? Stupid bitch.
Right? Promise that you will. Say about me. Promise that you will. Say about me.
Okay, so it's triple XP for Battlefront.
I may slide. Probably not going to though.
Op 4
Many
has
men.
on the hostage.
It's gonna
Many,
be for
many,
a
many.
Hostage down. Enter
But
by
I nigga, I
Trying
can't
to
see.
get my heavy sniper purple.
You trying to take my life away. No let a nigga fucking with me. I'm back on the wall, so now you gon' see. I come and take your life away. Many men. Ah, we ain't fucking breathing. I remember I said it all the time. Heisenberg out of all people, you, him, this guy?
Bro, you trying to play right?
No, bro.
hostage KIA.
No. I'm sorry, King. Kev may though. Kev. Oh, Kev ain't here. Bro came in wanting to play rank. That shit crazy to me. Notice how I get back on Siege Brain and all these niggas want me, bro.
Y'all are fucking stupid.
Bro, I feel like this is how the sexy bitches on Twitter be. I'm very surprised that I'm a sexy bitch, but like now I'm the sexy bitch, bro. Everybody want to play with me. Like, let's say a sexy bitch poses, right? That's a pose or whatever.
I will be right back in like a little bit later.